5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. IG.Vit's turn to ban. OG's turn to ban.
Hey, can you hear me? All right, great. All right, I'm gonna start up then. Just a second.
10 seconds remaining. IG.Vit's
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to MDL Changsha Major. We're going to be taking a look at our third series of the day. 1, 2, 3. First up, we had Secret versus Infamous, which was a stomp. Second up, we had LGD versus Vega, which was a stomp. And then we are now going to have IG.Vitality versus OG, which hopefully will not be a stomp. My man Lacoste, how you feeling?
I'm feeling this could be an even series, maybe 1-1. We'll see. Also, there's a techies ban. What a time to be alive.
What is happening?
5 seconds.
I did not see OG playing techies. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so. I'm gonna do a little bit of research while you talk to me a little bit about what you're seeing, what you're feeling, how it's going.
So Nature's Prophet banned out, no surprise there. He's like one of the best heroes in the dual lanes because he can pretty much out-harass anyone besides maybe Skyrot Mage. As you saw in the previous series, Axe plus Skyrot Mage, such a deadly dual lane. Also great combo. Respect ban for S4's last track. And we have Io being picked up by OG first pick. Like Io is also great hero at the moment because he's one of the strongest dual in the dual lanes. Like really strong. Like you can also go for a bottle right now because bottle you're not gonna get the runes, but bottle gives you more HP regen.
Yeah. I should also real quickly mention while we have some time here that there's been a couple of things that have gone on in Group A so far. This is the second series of Group A. Both of these teams have lost their initial matches. Both OG as well as IG.Vit did. And they were both 2-0s also. So all these teams have lost. Somebody's got to win finally here. And it's really important too, because if you start to take a look at the way that this bracket is set up, the bottom teams have the bottom team is just eliminated. And there's a decent chance that these three teams, in conjunction with Infamous, are going to be fighting out for that last spot. If they can somehow manage to win this one, then maybe you end up getting a slightly higher seed later on in the group stages. But very important for both of these teams to come out with a win. You start out 2-0, and it's so hard to come back.
Yeah, it feels bad when you're in a position that you're fighting for a spot that's gonna get you out of the tournament.
Yeah.
So Skyrot Mage picked up such an annoying hero to play against. So we have Gyro picked up good ways to deal with the Beastmaster. Gets on top of him. Also deals nicely with the illusions. Summons that Beastmaster has. Also, if you build Gyro with let's say Aghanim Scepter and BKB Satanic, they can't really burst you down, especially if you have Io behind you. Like this is also a good combo. You have Beastmaster ulti into Skyrot Mage ulti.
Turn to ban.
Yeah, you just sort of jump away with both of them very easily. That's a really good point. Like taking those heroes into it. I guess that their hope is that they can burst Io at the start of the fight, but it feels like if they're going on anybody else, a good chance you can just get relocated out of there. Could become a problem. I also should mention a lot of teams a lot of people would probably be very familiar with the OG team. Other people might not be as familiar with IG.Vitality. This is the exact same IG.Vitality group pretty much, with the exceptions that they got rid of Sakata, brought in Half, and they also have Miracle that's playing with them instead.
Yeah, that's discount Miracle that they have.
Yeah, well, I've talked to a lot of different people. I was talking with Scant about it because he knew Miracle really well when he was starting up, and he was saying that the thing that Miracle really needed in a team was a bunch of people that were willing to go fully into his strategies and like allow him to lead a team. And it was what got IG.Vit to this major, which is no easy feat. Obviously, the Chinese qualifiers are really tough, but we'll have to see if they can still keep on pulling it together, because he has some very weird ideas about Dota, and we might see that as this series goes on.
So which I have to see to actually believe what's happening. I'm a pretty hard guy to convince, but once you convince me, I'm a die-hard fan. Okay. So Witch Doctor, that's the hero I didn't see for quite some time. He got huge nerf. The cooldown on Maledict doesn't feel like his hero anymore. So I see Witch Doctors picking up casks over Maledict. He's a good dual laner with the heal. Also get 1 point in the heal. Also great of a tri laner, but not sure how strong he is anymore because of that Maledict reduction. Like you need to play him differently. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a different feel to it. Previously, we had seen some people still maxing out Maledict, which does get the cooldown reduced significantly, but especially those early levels, like you're not getting to level 7 quickly on a Witch Doctor. It just hurts. But I will say, I particularly like the Witch Doctor now with the Disruptor there too. It feels like that's maybe a little bit of a weakness in the lane. You talked about how much strength Io brings to a dual lane. In a tri lane, like Disruptor can sometimes be a liability. Oh my god, what are they doing? They picked the Gyrocopter into the Disruptor.
You mean Storm Spirit?
That's what I meant,
yes.
Sorry.
I mean, he can dodge if he times it right. Io and Gyro, they don't like to play against the Storm Spirit because the hero that gets on top of them is what they don't like. So OD is banned out, which so they might go for something like a DK maybe, or this could be maybe a good Timbersaw game possibly. They don't have good ways to deal with a hero like a Timber at the moment. Even if he can tank all this damage with just the hood, maybe that's the reason why they banned it out. But with the DK, they have a control for a Storm Spirit, which I would prefer over a Timber.
Oh, and there it is, the DK himself. It's still a lot of magic damage, but as you said, there are ways to mitigate that. Not to mention having Io around to help him out.
I mean, DK is also the hero that can tank all that damage, and he can also build into a hood. I've seen Seb building a hood in one of the games where hood was actually not needed. He literally had 0 magical damage besides 1 hero, but he built it, which was kind of weird. So he might still go for it against the Skyward Mage, which Doctor is really good. All the Storm Spirit's spells are magical, even his passive.
Well, I mean, if you're building it when you're not having any magic damage on an enemy team, you better build it when there's tons of magic damage, right?
Yeah.
That's the way that works.
So what do they need? They need a carry here. They might ban out Slark because they don't have a counter to a Slark besides a Disruptor. And like you want to have one more hero. Depends what they decide to pick as. I'm not sure if it's going to be an offlane Dragonite or if it's going to be mid Dragonite. They can still swap things around, but I think Slark is a good ban against their heroes, against the Gyro, against the Dragonite. Also Io, you just have a huge X mark on your spot, on your head. You just want to get focused.
Yeah, it's definitely a problem. They have a couple of heroes that are really good at doing that too. Which is very scary.
Yeah, also that could be the reason why they banned the Axe, because Axe is a great counter to a Slark.
It's interesting though, because it's like they definitely want to get that offlaner. The other thing now is that they're going to be able to go for the ban. I thought this got switched up. I think that this thing is not telling us correctly. I think that IG.Vit actually have the next pick. Even though it says it in the other direction, because they made that change, right? Am I wrong?
What are you watching?
You see on the like bottom there the arrows that point down that shows that it's OG's ban, and then they have another white arrow that says it's going to be OG's pick next.
Yeah,
I thought that they switched that. I thought they switched that.
Switch the second next.
Oh, the second banning. Thank you. Okay,
yes.
I switched that.
Okay, so this ban which probably. I think the
10 seconds remaining.
paired up with the IO on the off. I mean, they can pick whatever and like look stupid, but I'm just thinking of a hero that could fit them well.
It feels like they have a lot of damage. They have like some control and like kind of just stuck it up. Yeah, this is like the way to like wave push, I guess, a little bit more. I don't know. I'm not sure if I like the Underlord pick that much.
That's the character that they need. I want to basically team ulti like a Tide Hunter. This also fits the profile. Underlord is there because you can't really approach anymore. Doesn't affect him.
5 seconds remaining.
And OD is banned out, so they pick these two heroes. There needs something. I'll make alliance right now since I'm watching the OD and the Slark being out the natural silver edge here, so Dragon Knight and Underlord can be pro.
I think
is there something else left in the pool? Maybe they can go for classic Juggernaut.
I was just thinking Jug, like it feels like that combined with a Maladec
or Troll. That or Troll should work, I think.
I think if they Jug, they can kill the.
Oh wait, there's a Lifestealer still in the pool. If they want to go for it, they have a good and fast bomb, and he works well against these 3 cores, Dragonite and Gyro. Well,
what? Oh, that's an even harder Underlord counter.
Yeah, that's more of a lane counter. I find Monkey King. That's strong against heroes like a Gyro and the Dragonite, but have to see.
Okay.
It's always good, but sometimes Lord is not alone in the lane. They're probably gonna pair it up with someone.
That's true.
So my King not gonna have that easy. So in the first series where they had Monkey King against Lycanon, and then suddenly Wild Bakir appeared, and it's not in favor of King anymore.
Yeah. And we might see IO just like stack up those camps as well over in the trip camp area with some Wisps, combo that together with S4 later. Could be really good. We'll see how this goes. I am tentatively optimistic. I played a lot of Underlord before he got nerfed into the ground with that Roche change, and every single time that I ever played against a Monkey King, it was just tragic. Like I hate playing against this hero.
Yeah, it's painful to play, but how many times did you get the help from your supports? Probably none. You need that. This is 2018. You need to help your offlaner, period. Okay. To remember, everyone who's watching, everyone who's not watching, just to retweet that shit.
I'm with you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, game number 1, best of 2. Both of these teams looking for a win here since they came up empty in the first round of Group A. And we're going to get some nice little all-chat lines. Oh my god, it's happening. They're just going in right now with this.
I didn't even know that exists.
Which one was that?
I don't know. I just saw it.
I shall not report you. It's the it's Skywrath Mage. That's amazing. It's to your allies too. That's great. Wow. That's pretty cool. I want to go play some Skywrath Mage now.
I want to see this shield from Dragonite. Burning Shield of the Outland Ravager. That's looking cool. Yeah.
It is a cool one.
I've never seen it before.
Oh, you know what it reminds me of? I've been reading... Did you ever read the Robert Jordan series, The Wheel of Time?
No, but I downloaded it.
Cool.
I'm more of a guy that watches. I have a hard time imagining things, so I prefer to watch movies, TV shows, whatever.
Yeah. It's I've been reading the books recently. They're really good, but the little dragons there reminded me of the image that was in my head of a couple of things in those books. Highly recommend it to anybody out there. But we do have another go now. It's been kind of good so far, despite our technical difficulties at the very start of the stream. Relatively speaking, for a major that sometimes can run into technical issues, they've been having a great time with it. Everything's been looking solid.
Yeah, we start our games on time. Everything's going well. It's the first day. There's always going to be a couple of problems occurring on the first day, but we still didn't have anything besides a couple of art things that we needed to sort out. Also, Discord was not working well for us for some reason.
Yeah, that was annoying. Ooh, look at this S4 build. 3 mangoes, a stout shield, and 6 clarity, or 6 tangos. He knows what's coming.
Yeah, this is just so much regen 4 per second. There's a donkey. He's actually a donkey king, not a monkey king.
And he's going to run into some heroes here from OG. They smoked up to go around, and they're going to try and wrap here. So Underlord walks over as if he's heading away, and OG...
He wants to bait.
Okie doke. Oh, this is big if they can get there. They're going to run forward with Jerax, trying to find the initiation onto Super, and it looks like with that, they're going to be able to find first blood, maybe going for a second round here as Miracle going to get hit with the stun. They have the Firestorm damage as well. Miracle trying to run, and they are going to be able to get that Thunderstrike and probably going to take down this Monkey King as well. Wants to get that boundary, gets denied. Oh, Jerax makes it happen. He needs to get the hit before he can... Well, he actually took Jingo's first, so it doesn't matter anyways. He's dead. Big plays.
What? Who's going to get the kill? Well, someone should kill him.
What
Hello?
are you doing? What is happening? Okay.
Oh, what a bros. They couldn't actually figure out who's gonna get the last hit.
That's... Okay.
I guess they wanted to give Io the last hit, so he can get the bottle faster, which makes more sense.
Okay. It was a little weird, though, but it ends up working out, and now it's a tri-lane here.
Or... maybe they just did not want to kill him, so he can't. No, wait. So he can't TP back to the lane and farm. So they just waste time, follow him around, and kill him later. Meanwhile, S4 on the Underlord is gonna farm the lane.
Okay, that
makes more sense. Yeah. Maybe I'm just ahead of a time. Maybe I'm just stupid.
Maybe we'll just leave it at maybe.
Oh, Storm Spirit on a mid lane. Look at him.
Step. What is happening? Early point right there, and Pull almost finding the kill. Had he gone for a Remnant there, might have been able to bring him low, but Seb living.
Bottom lane. Yeah, if you want to play against the Monkey King, he's so weak at the early stages, and you should always dual/tri lane him because he doesn't provide anything. And they are kind of forced to be 2 people top because Dragon Knight against the Beastmaster, both heroes are gonna farm, so at least they are winning 2 lanes.
Yeah, and all of this support that S4 is getting, he's feeling like the real carry here. Gyrocopter still is not doing like necessarily. I guess it's 15-2 versus 9-0.
He's doing all right, but if somehow Storm Spirit got the kill there because of that early pull,
right,
it would have been a different lane. So Dogfight's just TPing back after spending all of his mana, buys the second Null Talisman.
He did kill off the DK there as well. We just cut into that one. Which will happen time to time. Miracle again trying to move over and contest for the CS. Elias over there as well. But do you think that this is worth it? The fact that you're losing out on DK getting S4 off to this good of a start?
Well, they are winning 2 other lanes, so they are fine. Monkey King, if he's playing from behind, he should not go for Battle Fury. Instead, he should get something like a Shadow Blade into Echo Saber or other way around, and then you can upgrade that Shadow Blade into Silver Edge, which is great this game against the Underlord and the Dragon Knight.
Okay.
Like, he can't really afford to go for Battle Fury if you have... What is he sitting at? Well, he's not that underfarmed. 10 CS, not that bad considering how the game started for him.
Seb might have actually been able to bait half into a bad position here. They get hit by the missile, and well, Seb can't get into position quickly enough. Maybe if he had ran at him with that salve, but it gets pretty testy there very quickly, and now Kinetic Field, it's down onto Miracle, not going to be able to get the regen off in time. Fly living just barely, but does get hit by one last little creep there, and they're also going to lose the Io, so 4 heroes end up going down. Dragon Knight died.
Too much sustain on the bottom lane. Damage mitigation from a Trophy Aura plus Wisp. They're gonna try to make a move on a mid lane. No Tail died once again, right? I mean, No Tail's not gonna have a great time. What is he sitting at? 6 CS?
6 CS, 0-2.
Beastmaster with the phase boots. Like, even if Scarlet Mage leaves the lane now, he created so much advantage for him. He can easily outlast hit him.
Not a good time at all right now for this Dragon Knight. And in July, kind of just having his way with him. We do also see Jerax moving over this.
I gotta correct you. We're in May at the moment, not July.
Really bad. Well done. Yeah, that was the other team for a while that they had, like, they had Feb, they had in July, they had June, they had September. All the players. It was pretty great. Maledict. Not great there, but top lane, they're taking down Fly very quickly. Looks like he might take out. He could go for the Shrine, but just accepts his fate, and they also are going to kill off Dogfight. So 1 for 1 there, as well, the Beastmaster also getting ran at by Seb. Taking him low, the stun is going to connect. Does have another rocket barrage, gets the pull off, and now Dogfight's back into the world. And well, they threw the call down, which means that they have to back out.
Yeah, you can see a lot of heroes moving, missing a lot of CS, but the bottom lane is going all right. That 1 point Voodoo Restoration is gonna keep him alive from now on.
Yeah,
Firestorm.
Miracle healing up again. He's gonna be able to turn now on to S4. Boundless Strike in 5 as they do a phase boots though on S4 Miracle. Be careful about his positioning. Only has 1 more hit here. Can go for the Boundless Strike if he wants to.
I love the build on Underlord. Phase boots just outrun the Monkey King, and he can actually be that right clicker, especially if one hero on this dual lane dies, he gets the extra damage, and then he can man fight the Monkey King.
And over here to the side as well. Oh, a great cast, keeping him alive for the moment, and that's enough. Here gets separation. Meanwhile, Big Field goes down. Also, to the other side, they lost the Skywrath Maids. They're chasing forward for more. He's going to need to try and dodge away from this, but I think the missile is going to connect and get the kill. Meanwhile, the runaway, and they're going to get out of there. So another couple of kills. There's 15 in 6 minutes.
Yeah, we're going to need... this is going to be 1 more kill, definitely. We're going to need 2 cameramans for this patch, because we have 2-1-2 lanes, and it's a lot of action happening.
And the neutral creep denied by Jerax as well. Yeah, this is insanity. 16 deaths so far in this game in just 7 minutes. But at the end of the day, it's actually still looking relatively even. You take a look at the net worth, just about a 500 gold lead as in July found again. There's the Roar. He's going to throw out the Axis as well, trying to keep himself alive. And Dogfights show up, now trying to take down Fly. The right click's coming through onto Dogfights. A couple more hits, and, well, it's like No Tail is just going to take a couple punches and back out again. They're bringing in the Io, now looking for more. They've been able to find the stun. Lots of damage on the No Tail, but he's living. Jerax keeping his buddy alive.
Greatly executed. Io uses balls to scout, and then gives him vision to use the glimpse, and suddenly Disruptor shows up from the fog, they glimpse back and secure the kill. This is a great team fight coordination. It's about those little things. Monkey King on the bottom lane, just trying to build some stacks.
Again, Seth is looking like he is taking a lot of damage. Half, he's going to be able to outplay him, but now out of mana, out of time, out of life, as Jerax comes in with the spirits, finds the kill. They're diving forward for this one. They might be able to turn around and kill off Block, though. Dogfight accepts his fate and throws his body into the river. What in the hell?
This is madness. Like, from every single lane, there's 1-2 heroes. But you know who's the biggest winner of this? I remember NoTail once said, if the game goes, I'm gonna call it chaotic, like you need to adapt, go with the flow, or you're just gonna lose the game. But he's having a rough time.
Well, he's gonna find a stun here, and bringing in Seb again. They're actually going to get the courier running away, so in July, not going to be dove this time.
Well, Angel to keep the chicken and put the chicken on top of himself, so they could go for a chicken, get some extra hits on the chicken instead, beat the courier shield. So maybe he lives if they use a couple of hits on the courier instead of him. But the courier cannot die in this situation, otherwise it's
really bad.
Yeah,
Well, now trying to count to 4 here onto Jerax. Looks like Miracle is going to be able to do it. Boundless Strike. The chase could continue as they're bringing in the Storm Spirit, and also Dogfights there. A lot of damage onto OG. Half with the double kill.
Monkey King is coming back 40 CS. He's top of CS. Everyone else is pretty much around. Beastmaster and Gyro. Everyone has pretty much the same CS. Sep clearing the stacks, using the shrine.
Yeah, this is a big moment for him, being able to get this little bit of time to farm. There's also an ancient stack that's going to be
top lane
on here.
Whoa!
For the kill.
That's the combo.
Roar.
Like, you can see position 4/5 hitting level 6 before 10, which usually you not expect, because they're getting a lot of levels from the lanes, and they can be more aggressive. Which though is going to be level 6 when he hits his stone. Sky is level 6 and
I mean, just look at the amount of action that's happened in this game so far. Like, there's going to be another rotation in here. NoTail is 1 in 4 so far. You can see his net worth is bottom 4 at the moment. It's really rough for him.
pay attention. Click on IO. He has range in his stat because he already used 4 and 1 billion earned. So you put range drop in your cash, so you don't have to buy an extra range drop to fit.
Fancy way to do it. Also, NoTail here is just having to play so afraid. Like, one roar into Mystic Flare and he's dead. There's also a rotation now, smoke moving in from Seb, as well as the Disruptor, and they're looking for a catch here onto the Monkey King. Meanwhile, you also see that there's another rotation coming in from IG.Vit as well in a similar area. So, now, OG, do they connect here onto the Monkey King? He's also hidden as a tree on top of a tree, which is next level, to say the very least.
Why is that? I don't get it. Like, alright, he can be on top of the tree, but why is he a tree?
Well, I think it's because you blend in a little bit if somebody's looking closely. Oh no, NoTail again in the mid lane. They pull him back in, trying to bring him back down, and it's gonna happen. They might end up losing the Storm Spear here, though. Half in trouble, running, is gonna be able to get the jump. Zip, he zips and turns to fight. Half gone crazy, he's gonna take him down. With the bottle regen, he makes the work fly. Also taking some more right clicks. There is S4 trying to take down Dogfights. They will get that kill. Everybody dies except for the Storm Spirit.
His Storm Spirit got the return kill, and they got one more kill. Monkey King on bottom lane actually just farm scouting. Did a really good job reading enemy movement, watching that gang.
Yeah.
He has Battle Fury queued up because he recovered. I mentioned that if he's completely shut down, that he should not go for it, but he kind of recovered, so it's still going to be a good timing.
Third highest net worth right now in the game. It's just because of the chaotic nature of this fight, top net worth and like the lowest core, we'll call it right now, for the Skywrath Mage are only about 2,000 gold separating them. It's nuts between all these heroes.
Skywrath Mage is so 1,000 gold away from us. But this is the item that does not fit any other heroes like it fits Sky. It fits Podge, but there's always a better choice than sort of 8-7 Lord stopped the build since the rise of the Crimson Guard.
Oh, No Tail. I think we've seen this story before. Poor No Tail. They are actually instead going to run into the Disruptor. Are they going to go on him here? There are more heroes in the area, but to relocate in, Jarek's wanting to help out his buddies. They're chasing. Super in some trouble, and looks like he is going to drop. Jarek's just going to head back to his stacking ways. They baited the relocate, if nothing else.
I'm surprised people are not stacking anymore. Also increase 25% of the gold you get back.
Oh, Storm didn't quite time it right there, and he gets punished.
You have time to juke it, but it needs to be perfect.
Radiant's middle tower is
Miracle?
under attack.
Almost there towards... He has a perseverance at the very least, but this is the timing right now where OG are very strong. Grouped together as 4, push down a lane while Underlord defends your other towers.
You saw how Monkey King moved in 0 minute more to pick up the room, but nothing's there.
Oh.
It takes some time for them to adjust to the new changes. I'll watch a lot at timer stacking for boundaries, but suddenly those numbers, they don't mean anything because it's just every 5 minutes. That's it.
Yeah. Well, unfortunate for OG. Fly is also going to be found and going to be killed. He goes for the glimpse. And this should open up a easy path towards these bounty runes. You also see IG.Vitality getting together for another one. There's a couple pings here. Realizing that they might be in the area. Seb moving in. He's going to drop the call down, actually. They found themselves Miracle. They're blowing him up. They're going to be able to find that kill. And now they've also got the stun on the Storm Spirit. He's going to have to jump away from there.
Monkey King didn't cast it right away. They tried to bait, but Gyro pulled off his full combo, and Monkey King was just sitting on top of it. Storm Spirit was not fast enough to share the damage from the rocket barrage.
I think that they just saw this tree down here, and like, there's not a tree that's supposed to sit there. What's going on?
Mid lane.
No Tail, they get the stun. He wasn't able to get out there in time to pit him. Malice to follow it up as well. There is 3 points in this pit, so it keeps him there, and Storm Spirit dead.
And they speak to dive when there's a tower behind them. You have Glimpse, you have Relocate, and the heroes are not that easy to kill. Even though Dragon Knight's known with the power threads, it's hard to take down. He has points of HP when he has strength.
And for as much as No Tail was dying earlier, he's been doing everything that his team needs him to at this point now. Like, this is the type of thing that they were expecting with the lineup. Get together, group together, start trying to take towers. I guess you could say that maybe it could have happened earlier since it's 16 minutes and there's still a tier 1 in top and bottom, but it's still a hard thing to deal with when the push comes.
So Messer has Necrobook level 3. That opens up the Roach for them, but Monkey King still needs some time to farm that Battle Fury. Even when he gets the Battle Fury, it means that he does not want to fight. He just wants to continue farming. That's why I would prefer for him that he went for that Echo Saber Shadowblade build that I mentioned.
Yeah, and
it also gives you the potential to fight with your own team, and it gives you some stats early on.
you see this Ancient stack over here? My goodness, that is a lot of gold if you can finish it off. And they're trying to kill off those creeps. It looks like they're going to be able to get most of them now. S4 taking some of this gold as well. But that is a lot. As Dogfights finds a kill into Jarex. And now they're going to try and push a tower of their own wall. OG just finish up the stack. Seb actually has to back off right here and hit the shrine. It's a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's a lot of stacks. So Blade Dagger picked up on Dragon Knight. If they heal up completely, maybe you should just wait for the Wisp smoke up and try to take a fight. They have good ways to deal with the Storm Spirit, who's cool. I mean, just has Kaya at this point, which is not that great. 1000 HP, they can easily burst him down.
Yeah. S4, now a big tanky monolith of a hero. Goes for, like we were talking about, the 2 points in the Pit of Malice, and has been able to get up 2 in the Atrophior as well, so...
That's 4 points. That's 4 points in the Pit of Malice.
Sorry, excuse me, I misspoke there. But something that really hurts the Monkey King as well, you know? This is a hero that depends upon some of that damage.
Yeah, that's where you adjust what's happening in the game. Most of the time people go max Trophior, have the Pit of Malice too. So you have something in Firestorm, but the game is highly valuable. They're gonna go for it.
Oh, try to take him down. They get the kill just barely.
He didn't pop right. That's why he died.
Well, now he knows. He did get stunned for a long time, but I think that he did definitely have time for it. Meanwhile, though, space created mid lane. OG trying to push down this mid tower and get a good bit of damage onto it.
Monkey King is doing a good job just splitting the apple, scouting, bouncing on the trees. Also, he's master with the level 3 Necro Book. So he's actually second highest hero in the game.
Yeah. Probably, I mean, to me, Beastmaster's felt like a hero that's gone, like, kind of underrated by people in general. Like, you see a lot of it in pro matches, but I think that people haven't caught on just how strong he is in the laning phase and can kind of dominate.
But you need to help your Beastmaster. Right. Most of the time when Beastmasters is in the game, they have Edge or Coddle with themselves.
Oh god, and the smoke on smoke action, they don't know what's coming. Although that might be the same for the Storm Spirit, who's starting to fall down. Is he gonna die? They do manage to get that kill, and now Seb moving in with the BKB. They're chasing down dogfights. IG.Vitality thought they were ganking them. It gets turned around.
Monkey King the ball.
Oh, gotta be careful here. He does have Wukong's command. Turns into a tree, trying to hide. The stun is gonna be there. And, well, they're still thinking about chasing. They got the balls on him. Miracle taking damage and going to drop. So Zep picks up 4 kills in a matter of just about 30 seconds.
The response for this gyro, they need to rip and try to resolve it. IO behind to take him out. You have either Scout Mage targets in this fight and just blows him up, even though he has a glimmer now, or they need to control this gyro and just burst him before he pops BKB with the roar.
Speaking of controlling people, that's another Big Daddy No-Tail kill. And
nothing to see there. Let's watch the bottom lane. Same old happening on the top.
It happens. There is a DD in the top lane. It's also the Monkey King completing his Battle Fury. Going to go back for the BKB next as well to try and sort of weather the storm of aggression that's coming with the BKB on Gyro. That's why I think that we were both thinking about the Juggernaut is a really good answer for this Gyrocopter pick, as a way to like kill him in the duration of BKB.
Yes, correct. Gyro does like heroes on top of him, so he's gonna have a butterfly. Once he even finishes that BKB, he's not gonna use any right clicks.
They're coming into this one apparently, and they've already brought in one Big Daddy No-Tail. He finds it. There's going to be the turnaround. They already have the Wukong's command now. Can they find any more kills here? Nobody's in the Pit of Malice. They do get the Static Storm down, and they're starting to bring down this Monkey King. He's not survivable enough. They take down the Monkey King. Everybody else trying to run. They're going to lose dogfights as well. And OG strike back in a big old way.
They just can't fight. They don't have way to deal with Gyrocopter at this point. They had Wukong's command, they had Monkey King with the double damage, but no follow-up damage. Like if OG decides to go on them, and also a lot of damage mitigation from that pipe, from that Trophy Aura.
Yeah. Oh no. Another real fade down bottom, and that's the strength of it. Blink, stun, dead. And
like even with this Dragonite being completely shut down in the laning stage, that's why I mentioned that it should be a good pick. Like it's pretty much instant. It was instant before, but then it got fixed. It has a small projectile. Still one of the better heroes to control the Storm Spirit. He just blinks in, goes for the kills, and like he's gonna farm up that BKB at one point, and when he gets to level 20, if he gets to level 20, he's gonna have GPM, and his items are gonna start to also add up.
Yeah, I will say it hasn't necessarily felt as if IG.Vitality found the fight that they wanted. Like, we've been talking about the roar on the gyrocopter, try and burst them with Dogfight's ultimate, and it's just never really worked out that way because they need to go and, like, they're not trying to take fights as 5, which I think is probably the correct choice, but eventually they're going to need to defend their base. And with this rush taken, it feels like OG are going to really start to force these engagements before that BKB is online for Monkey King.
OG is a team that always reads the enemy movement well. Jerax is the god of breaking the smokes. And now they have a gyro with Aegis. They're gonna go for high ground probably. IG.Vitality, they want to get rid of the vision. They bought gem on the Beastmaster, but if they lose this, they're gonna lose all the map control.
Definitely.
This is the classic OG ward. This is their ward when they go Roche. Now it is like if you watch their games, they always have this ward, and positioning from Jerax is either here, just trying to break the smoke.
Oh. They're continuing to sort of go like clockwork through each of these towers, and with a lot of time on this Aegis, 4 minutes. I have a feeling they're going to be trying to push high ground within the next couple of creep waves, maybe. Do they need to keep the pressure on? Is there any worry that if this game extends out, IG.Vitality are going to be able to pull it in?
Well, Storm Spirit needs a ton of items. At this point, he just does not feel like a hero. He has no survivability item, deals pretty much no damage. Same goes for Witch Doctor. So they're relying on a Monkey King, but he needs a BKB to deal the damage. So they're trying to evade the fight until Monkey gets the BKB. OG knows that, and they want to keep the pressure.
Yeah.
I remember a game that I played 2 days with Excalibur. We had Io and Gyro. So all he wanted to do is just he was really farmed, but our mid sucked, but doesn't matter. My point is that if you have a farm Gyro and Io, you should just play with these two, because this hero doesn't go down easily, and you can get the easily return kill if they decide to go on you, and you can be active on the map. Just tether him, search for kills. They have a good setup with the Disruptor Glimpse as well, also Dragonite Blink Stun.
Well, and the other thing too is it's starting to get to the point where even if you do manage to get that BKB on Monkey King, I don't know if they're going to be able to deal with the Satanic Gyro, and that's very close to where we're going to be at now. So it needs to be like a really good time. I mean, it's bottom lane, a big initiation comes out. They're actually able to blow up the Underlord right at the start of this one. It does look like they're going to end up losing the Beastmaster and the Witch Doctor. Yes, and they lost the gem, if I'm not mistaken. Where's the gem? Beastmaster had the gem. Where is it now? Did Skyreth Mage get out with it? I'm not seeing a gem. Maybe he put it back in the base after they devoured it. I cannot see it. Well, nonetheless, we'll have to keep our eyes on that for a moment, as Seb's still in on that BKB. They buy back on the Witch Doctor, not wanting to buy back on this Beastmaster if they don't have to. Monkey King has his BKB, Storm Spirit has his Bloodstone. If they can find a good initiation to this fight, it could be very solid, but at the same time, you see the positioning of OG. They are so set to prepare and to defend this gyrocopter after the fact. Right now, Seb is completely alone. Satanic. Yeah, but look at his move speed. He's pretty much hasted when he uses Phase Boots Yasha, Phase Boots. This is so tough, and they're waiting for this Beastmaster. Maybe they can try and find a pick-off. Although I think OG just keep up the pressure right now. They've still got 1 minute and 10 seconds roughly before Aegis is expired. Can they get done in that time? Roar comes out, a nice jump in. Jerax trying to keep alive, force tap, pushing him forward, trying to take him down. No deal, not able to find the stun. There's the BKB, the Wukong's command out. On to 3, on to 4. They're starting to take OG and they're burning through them. I mean, Seb is living through this, but the rest of the heroes are starting to fall. And now the Storm Spirit able to make his escape. Miracle still living, but they do eventually kill off that Monkey King.
Scarlet Mage needs to buy back, but they just killed Io and a Dragon Knight. Gyro still has that Aegis.
The jump in from the Storm Spirit though. Hap is gonna find this Cone of Fly, maybe he'll buy back. Jerax comes in, giving all the heal that they need, and that Aegis would have expired so close to then. But instead, he ends up getting it burned through. 30 seconds still left. They pull back in the Skywrath Mage and IG.V in their death throes here. Might just end up losing this game. OG are looking very strong. My God. Cost. It is feeling rather rough right now for IG.Vitality. Like, Storm, he got up to 17 Bloodstone charges. Can they take this fight here? Well, looking for it. Jerax, they pull him back in yet again. Roar on to the Gyro. But this Butterfly, it's so impossible to take this fight. He just runs away again. But that's BKB down. Maybe a chance. S4 pops his ultimate. They're looking for face. And everybody gets out. Are you still with me, buddy? Lacoste, you there? Hello? Oh God. Did we lose you? Hello, Lacoste? I can't hear you. Oh Lordy. We may or may not have lost him. Lacoste? Alright, he's typing to me. We'll keep our eyes. His internet died apparently. Alright, it's fine. He'll be back up in a minute. So in a moment, we're going to keep the solo cast going. It's all good. Everything is fine, I am sure. So 8,000 gold lead right now. 29 minutes in. OG in a fairly dominant position. It's only 8,000 gold, but it does feel like getting that lane of racks has definitely secured them a severe advantage. Not insurmountable, and you do see IG.Vitality starting to get towards some of those defensive items that Lacoste was talking about before he died. You know, BKB almost there for Storm Spirit. It's also these other defensive items to OG that makes this Gyrocopter all that more impossible to take down. The BKB of his own wore down to about 6 seconds, but he has the Lincoln Sphere, Satanic and Butterfly. All these things really rough to deal with. You there, my man?
I internet died. Sorry about that.
No problem. Covered.
Tell me what happened.
Well, the gold lead has been cut down a little bit, but wait, relocate top. They caught the Storm Spirit again. And he doesn't have his BKB yet. Alright, that's bad. But it ended up being a decent fight. They sort of held. They couldn't get everybody though.
So yeah, and 1.3 gold.
He's a big boy.
All in. He wants to get on the king, which suits him well. Just
Would you ever think about just going rapier in this situation as Monkey King?
No. He definitely more the Monkey King.
Okay.
Because Arrow has that butterfly evasion, 35% evasion. You're not gonna deal any damage anyways.
In the meantime, top lane is pushing in. Beastmaster trying to get some split push going, and also going to be looking to defend their own base. Underlord back at home. Does have his Dark available where he can rejoin his teammates if he wants, but if he does that, I mean, they can't get out with it.
They have a good way to deal with the set put. They have Dark, they have Relocate, they have names for the people that are trying to split push Storm Spirit. Now, finish this BKB is going to be great. He's not going to get caught by a Night Stun or Bit of Malice. Underworld has a Road of 8 queued up. I think he should change build because he saw Storm Spirit having a BKB.
And lots of different things that he could go for, depending upon what he feels like he needs. But this is like the base Underlord items that get you where you need to be. So next Roshan, a minute and a half roughly before it respawns. Kind of a shortish timer. And it feels like IG.Vit want to make something happen here and now. They can't let them get another agent for sure. Oh, going up towards the high ground area. And Seb walks to the low ground. He does have this Lincoln's and the rest of his heroes right behind him. They're baiting this out right now, seeing if they can make something happen. But it won't work. And it looks like OG gonna be able to dodge away from that one, while IG.Vit still stuck trying to find an answer.
Yeah, he just finished the SM to gonna need more. I mean, he can always drop phase boost because he's speedy enough and can use the fly from Butterfly to have the boost speed in team fight. Oh, let's see.
I saw pings there from Super. I think that he had an idea that these heroes were moving over this direction. In July walks forward. They get stuff. There's the jump in, trying to turn it back around. Miracle. He has the Wukong's command out. It's a lot of damage. The rowers there onto the gyrocopter, keep him under control, but I don't know if it's enough to get the static storm down as well on half, trying to do whatever damage he can. He gets out of there for the moment, but pulled back in, and now dead are all of the cores except for the Storm Spirit of IG.Vitality, and he might not be long for this world as they get another Thunder Strike on him. Right clicks there, trying to jump, trying to get away, but will finally deny himself.
Denies himself. Yeah, they try to burst the gyro. Use the Rod of 8,000 to pop the Lincolns. Beastmaster blinks in, gets caught, but they don't have enough damage. He's way too tanky. Also, Crimson Guard against the Monkey King and his Wukong command is just way too good. Plus, you have a Trophy Aura. The relic damage from their side is not that. So this in the bag for OG. They just need to close it. 3, 2, 1, 1. Come on.
There it is.
There it is.
GG. Very, very well played by OG as they are going to pick up the first win for themselves in this tournament. And IG.Vit still struggling to find an answer. After a very good showing in the Chinese qualifiers, they're coming up 0-0-0-0. Or 3 rather, I should say. That's some